Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the time you are watching me. I am your favorite online teacher, Versatile Nana, and I welcome you to our lesson on entrepreneurship and small business. We would be considering today how to make an afterwash or a fabric softener for both domestic and commercial purposes. I have here Flakes softener, color. I'll also be using water as well, don't forget. And lastly, perfume. I have here 500 grams of the flakes. I'll divide it into two to get 250. I will add about a liter of boiling water. I said boiling water to dissolve or melt it. Guys, I am using about because I don't have the skill to measure. So I'm using my eyes and experience as my scale of measurement. Lastly here, I would add the softener. I used about 50 ml. You can either use more or less. After this, I will let it sit overnight. You can have yours rest for about 5 to 8 hours. The very first time I made it, the hot water was too much, so I had it running after over 10 hours. Back to the lesson of the day. This is the softener after over 15 hours. It had thickened, not because I let it sit for more hours. It was because I used less water. The texture now looks like a more mpampa or pap, a very thick pap for the Nigerians, or mpampa as we call it in Ghana. So when you are adding the water, you have to add it in bits. You don't have to pour everything in, else it will be lumpy, especially if you are doing it manually as I am. But if you are going to use a whisk, you will be good to go. I mean an electric whisk. That said, next time I will use a warm water and not a room temperature water. The hardest part for me is the coloring. Yes. The very first time I tried, the lady that taught me was even amazed that I did not have any problem with the coloring. Just look at it. I only poured it and I was good to go. But the subsequent one and this one, I added the color and it began to be lumpy. Not lumpy, but it wouldn't dissolve. I hope you get what I mean. It wouldn't dissolve. So at a point, I even went to heat the color and still it will not work. So I had to scoop a little and mix it in kakra like a virgin. If you are dealing with a virgin, that is how I dealt with it. So I mixed it in bits in kakra before I could get the consistency I was looking for. I planned mixing the color with the hot water before adding it to the flakes, but I forgot. My friend, the lady that taught me, was asking whether the color wouldn't be too much, but I said I'll be using a lesser amount. But because I forgot, I had to do it as you are saying. So moving forward, next time I would use that option. I'll try that option. If it works, fine. You can even have it white as it is, but then the color makes it look nice, appearance counts. If you add a little touch of color, it makes it beautiful. This is the most important part for me, because with the softener, you cannot measure its effectiveness on your clothes or your laundry. But the perfume, guys, even this dress I am wearing, I washed it about 5 days ago and it still smells good. It smells good. So perfume is the big deal in fabric softener. My kitchen is already smelling good. These two, they smell almost the same, so I want to believe they are all far away. I want to try this to see. So, okay, I couldn't get it, so I'm mixing them in this bottle. So this is a blend of Far Away, strawberry, and one other fragrance that I don't know. So that is all I am using for this. Again, the lady said you have to put about between 2 to 4 different perfumes together to get a particular signature. But then I've been trying all I can for her to even name one of the ones she's been using. But I understand her, because that is her brand. She has taught me this freely, but then she cannot give me the secret to her perfume. She cannot do that to her business. But for me, this one I'm not selling. But then I don't know the name of the other perfume I used. I am going to show you a video from the very first time I tried this. I already have it on the channel for you to know that what I am telling you now is the truth.
No, Mukambo.
So what's the name? Fanny?
No, it's a Canadian boom.
Nti
wa na also be any say.
Send me can't make Tim Namahe. The lady told me that they don't use one, they mix them. And from the experiment, the lemon is too strong. So the Far Away and the Spring Splash, they are better than the lemon. So we will reserve some, and then in our next purchase we will not go for lemon, we will go for these two and then buy additional 2 fragrances. This is the 3rd time I am making the softener. The second one I've forgotten the perfumes I use, but here I have Spring Splash, Far Away, this one is Madagascar, then I bought Versace, Strawberry, and one other. So these 4, these 4, I don't know the names, but I know one is Versace, Madagascar, but the other 2 I don't remember. And this one I'm showing you is 8 cedis. The 4 here, one is 8 cedis, just that piece. But the Madagascar, which is the big bottle, I bought it 8 cedis last year. Trust me, if I had known the names of the perfumes I used in this softener and also the liquid soap, I wouldn't have bought any other perfume. I would have stuck to these ones. But I don't remember the names of some of them. So I will take them to where I bought them to see whether they can help me with the names. At least I remember Versace and then the Strawberry, but the other 2 I will go there to see whether they can help me. If they are not able, then it means that I'm going to start the cycle again. On this note, I want to say thank you so much for sticking and staying with me from the beginning up to this time. Until I drop another video on your screen, I plead that whenever you say a prayer, you don't forget to say one for me and my household. And I live with the peace and the message of the Most High. Peace. Oh yeah, say shalom and chop kiss. Bye-bye.